It is the award-winning in-wheel-time car talk show. Today, coming to you from the Dual City Studios in Texas, USA. Just ahead, guess what it's sold for? And recalls, along with the postponed, but now back with us, driving destinations. We hope that you'll stay with us for that, along with the cruise in and events calendars. And I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines, all coming up in this half hour. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah.
Anywhere. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
How about you?
Sun's shining a little bit. It's going to get some rain later. We're getting some heavy rain this evening. And
we need some.
Tonight's forecast will be dark. So just let you know.
That's always good to know. I have the...
Now we're lost again.
No, not quite.
We just got back.
I have the recalls for the week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to throw you guys completely off, but yeah, I did, actually.
Is there something
So
besides
here's some of the
Ford?
recalls this week. The Ford F-150, approximately 1.4 million of them. Ford leads the way. 2014 to 2017 models recalled due to a transmission issue that can cause an unexpected downshift to first gear. You do an 80, okay? Then all of a sudden, wow, look at the engine just blew up because the revs went all the way to 20,000 RPM because the transmission shifted to first. It says here, causing a potential loss of control.
Potential. Yeah. Not always.
Yeah.
Kia and Hyundai are recalling 250,000 of their cars. The Carnival and the Genesis, 22 to 26, due to fuel leak risks and front seat belt issues.
Wow.
No matter what, you're going to be strapped in. Honda, over 440,000, multiple models recalled for broken drive shafts and faulty window switches. I don't think that they are together, but you never know these days. Chevy Malibu, 271,000. Didn't they stop making those a while back?
I was going to say, that's probably the last off the line.
19 to 2023 models recalled for rear view mirror issues. Toyota Lexus, 9,000. Specific 22 to 24 models recalled due to engine failure risks. Tesla, 25-26 Model 3 and Y, recalled due to battery pack contactor issues. Volkswagen, 75,000 plus Jetta and Taos vehicles recalled for instrument panel failures.
That's like all of them.
There's that. Disconnected half shaft may cause loss of drive power in the Lucid Air 2024 to 26.
Martha?
Yeah. Martha passenger airbag may not deploy in the Ford Bronco Sport and the Ford Maverick 25-26.
Wow.
Lincoln Aviator, Ford Explorer 26, inoperative defrosting and defogging system. Do they not check these things before they run them out the door?
I don't know.
Windshield wipers may fail in just about every Ford known to man. 21 to 2023 F-Series and Lincoln Navigator. It just goes on and on. Ford Mustang and Explorer 2026 incorrectly installed piston circlips. I've never heard of a circlip. Have you?
Fitting.
CIRCLIPS, circlips. I don't know what those are. It keeps the piston there with the connecting rod?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Whatever. Sunroof malfunction, Audi Q3, 2026. Mercedes-Benz, 2018 through 2020 models. A drive shaft universal joint may break, and you'll know it when it does. Seat belt anchors may detach in the Genesis G90, Ioniq 6, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe Hybrid, 23 to 26 models. And the list goes on and on.
So you mentioned airbag earlier. Is Takata, is that debacle mess still going on?
No, well, the company went out of business.
Right. But I mean, are they still doing...
Takata,
I don't know. I'm asking.
If you have a Takata airbag, no matter what year it is,
You'll
and
know
it's in a recall, you take it to whatever manufacturer that Takata airbag is in. You can go on NHTSA and look up all of the cars that those things are in.
I just didn't. You never hear about all the nasty tragedy stuff anymore.
Yeah, it continues to go on.
Yeah.
And
what
always
did
will.
they replace it with?
Apparently another airbag, but not made by Takata.
Yeah.
That's what I understand.
I thought that was the problem. They were all made by Takata.
At one time,
At the
yeah,
time,
yeah.
they were, but the replacements are not Takata because they went out of business. All right. Let's do something fun for a change.
All right.
Please.
We're not gonna gripe. We're not gonna gripe about it. We're just gonna do it, and it'll be fun. And you're gonna make it fun, darn it! You hear me?
Okay, so we need Heitzman
come
and we need George and anybody else that wants to play. You can play at home, play
Yeah.
on your own.
Yeah.
You get your in-wheel time Dakota ring, and you can figure all this out.
Okay. First up, a 1970 Dodge Coronet. Now, this vehicle became all sorts of other vehicles in a different trim level.
Yep, sure did.
Hot Rod City. I don't think that this is one of them, although it kind of looks like one. It's got a black vinyl roof on it, and it's got B stripes on the back. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does look nice.
Never was a big fan of the grill on that particular car, but anyway, 70 Dodge Coronet. How much do you think that sold for? Now, let's just to be fair on this. This is not some sort of a hot rod.
The daily driver, it looks like.
It's a daily
Well,
driver.
it says it's an RT, but
Well, that's a daily driver.
yeah.
I'm going to go 21.
21.
I've been watching Barrett.
Jeff Heitzman says
12.
12. Okay. And George says
27.9.
27.9. It sold for 23.1.
Oh.
So you guys are all pretty much in the same
Pretty
ballpark.
close,
Not
yeah.
bad.
I've been watching Barrett Jackson, so here you go.
All right. Up next. Not one of my favorite Ford Mustangs, but the 1984 model year. This is a white one with looks like completely stock. And is it a convertible?
Yeah, convertible
Yes,
rag
it's
top.
convertible.
Okay.
It looks like a Dodge from the front end, doesn't it? To me,
It does kind of,
yeah,
yes.
Like a Dodge.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to go $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah.
Jeff says $9,000. Do our boys in the Bay Area there? Do they have any clue what a
Well,
guess on
David-
this?
David threw out 20,000, but he was a little. I don't know if he was a little late on the other car or what.
Okay.
But Jeff
Heitzman
Heitzman,
says 23.
yeah.
Jeff likes it.
Oh, David. George said, David, if you're listening, George said, put your pants on.
You don't need pants to bid.
No.
Oh,
And-
George
and-
says
and-
19,999.
And you know, one of the things that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Jeff Heitzman into something that he can join the fray with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And, Jeff, this would be a good car for you, an 84 Ford Mustang. It's a convertible down there in the Bay Area.
I don't see Joe driving that car.
You know,
Jeff's a tall guy.
he is a big
Well, yeah,
guy.
but it's a convertible. Drop the
Yeah.
top.
And get in.
Yeah. Okay, so what is it?
How much
I said 9, and the other guys are bidding.
are they
For-
bidding?
I'm-
Well, we ain't got
14,
time to
let's see,
linger
okay.
on this.
That one, that one, that one.
Well, you just zipped through them and couldn't see them.
Oh, Jeff Heitzman says 23. David Ainsley says 14, and George says 19,999.
$6,700.
I said
There you go,
9.
Jeff
All
Heitzman.
right.
There it is.
I'm collecting them all.
Now, this one here is special. It is a 1958 Chevrolet
Chevrolet.
Impala
Yeah.
convertible. And I will tell you that this is nothing to sneeze at. This looks like an all original. And it's
Fender
got,
skirts.
oh, but look what it's
wide
got.
whites.
Look, is that a 409 under the hood?
Mm.
You know, she's real fine, my 409. And if it's a 409, the valve covers look like 409-ish to me.
Kind of do, yeah.
Then this is a very rare car. So keep that in mind, placing your bids.
$60,000.
60,000 is
Yeah.
what Jeff says.
Jeff Heitzman says 3,500 or
35,000.
35,000. I'm sorry, 35,000. Jeff
And George says 39,999.
and 99 cents.
Well, none of you were anywhere close.
It's
I don't know where
100,000.
David went.
Well, you ready?
Yeah.
If I had a drum, I would roll it. A 58 Chevrolet Impala convertible with a 409 and it sold for $141,750.
If you add up all of our bids, that's what it comes to.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
We're all going in on it. Road
dude,
trip.
that is a very rare car.
Yeah,
If
very
it's
nice.
got
Yeah.
the 409 in it.
And those wheels look pretty sharp too.
Okay, next
look at
up, this is a Dale Earnhardt car. That's I have to compare it to that because he drove that car with the number 3 on the side of it forever and ever and ever. That body style.
I actually have a friend of mine that has a black Earnhardt Monte Carlo.
87 Chevy Monte Carlo, probably has a small V8 in it, whatever that was in the day, 350 or something, with no horsepower, but it looks good. How much?
And what year today?
87.
Okay, I'm gonna go 11 grand.
11 grand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go $11,000.
Complete with the velour interior.
Yeah, and that's very nice, very soft on your butt.
Why don't they bring that back?
I wish they would.
I'd buy that.
$24,999 for Mr. Skeleton.
Okay.
Jeff Heitzman is a 41,000. Good
41,000.
Yeah,
You must have hit an extra key there.
I must have.
All right. Well, it sold for $17,588.
It's a little light, but that was close.
Yeah.
It's an SS, and
Is it?
yeah, if you look right below the mirror there, it's got the
Oh yeah,
SS
yeah. I
pad
see
on
that.
it.
Okay. All right. Next up, a 2008 Ford Shelby Mustang.
Yeehaw!
An '08 Shelby Mustang. This is a good-looking car.
Another rag top.
Convertible.
It's got the Carrera bar on it.
So I don't think that it's too far-fetched for anybody to buy this car.
31.
The
I'm
only
going
problem
31.
that I have with cars like that is that at some point in its life, it probably got ragged on a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Surely you jest.
Shelby Mustang,
31.
2008. And
Convertible.
convertible. Jeff says,
I'm 31.
31.
Jeff Heisman's 42.
well, both of you all have overbid.
33 for George. 33 plus 9.
21,264.
Wow.
And what year is it?
It's an '08. So it's 18
I would
years
think
old.
that's a deal. I would think.
Well, you would think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all overbid. It's okay.
All right, here you go for you Oldsmobile fans.
Yeah.
An 86 Oldsmobile 442.
That hood looks like it's a little.
Well, I was going to tell you on that hood. I was looking at some of the other pictures. That is the clouds.
I was going to say it's either
Yeah,
clouds,
the clouds.
or
Yeah, there's other
looks
pictures
like a-
where that's not there.
Yeah, except for the wheels, I think it looks pretty stock. Aftermarket wheels on there. I think that if I don't know as if I'd put any aftermarket wheels on that.
I'm going to go 15 to 17.
Wait a minute, 15 to 17.
He wants a nice
that's
range.
We need something more precise.
All
than
right, I'll
that.
go 15.
15.
All right,
Or
here's
17.
George. George, I think George missed the key, but he says 999.
900. Yeah, they drug it out of the junkyard.
Yeah.
And Heinzman's 22. Well, it sold for Mr. Heitzman would win this one. 19,688 is what it sold for.
David's close to 18.
Okay. We got 2 more to go.
All right.
Next up is a 05 Ford Thunderbird. I will never forget when they first came out with that car. I drove it, and I was not impressed with it, and I hated the look of it, and I still feel the same way about it. It's an 05 Ford Thunderbird. So you're going to buy the car just because it has a Thunderbird name? This one here has the optional removable top that's got the opera window in the back. Ooh. Could you make it any uglier?
Well, the color I'm sure helps a lot.
Oh, yeah.
12.
So, but you drove one of these, Don, with the V8?
Yeah, when they first came out. But it was probably somewhere around 2001. Is that when they first came out? Somewhere in there. Same car, same body style.
Yeah.
Not much different. But they quit making that pretty quick because it didn't sell. Well, hello. So how much for the 05 Thunderbird?
Heisman says 17. I say 12. George is a little under 10 grand at 99999.
Well, you win.
And then David came in at 12,000 as well.
Yeah.
Well, so Heitzman, Jeff Zekin and David Ainsley, it sold for $13,388.
All right.
So they could split it.
Yeah.
Each one of them take a bucket seat,
God, no.
take a hard top and a soft top.
No, that'd be one of those you'd kill your friend. Last up, this is a 1981 DeLorean DMC 12. But it looks like it was in the process of being restored or stripped or something because
It's in a chop shop.
it's in a chop shop. I would imagine that somebody said, what a great project car, and then said,
I think
no.
he said it sat for like 12 years in his garage because he was going to get to it eventually, but he gave up.
Yeah.
One of those kind of things.
Does it have a flux capacitor? That's going to raise the price.
I did not see one. There's an engine shot there, but I don't recognize the flux capacitor.
I'm going to go $8,000. That's pretty much parts car.
Well, Mr. Heisman agrees with you at $8,000.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think everybody else is still in a state of shock that it's up there.
The 81 DeLorean DMC 12, you see pictured here, sold for $17,745. Wow. My guess is it doesn't run.
George says punitive.
Punitive damages. Yeah, you'd never want to buy a car like that. Not me anyway. Boy, I'll tell you what.
That's a serious basket case. You literally got to put it in baskets to get it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for me. All right, we need to take a break. Shall we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, coming up, Jeff has the cruise in and events calendars, and we're going to try to get driving destinations in here, or we can put it off. What would you like, Mr. Mars?
I'm following you.
It's your feature.
Following you today, sir.
We can do it.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So we've got that, all that, and more coming up here on the End Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us. We'll be back after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flamiado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
You'll like it.
I like it. Uh-oh, what happened?
Hey, be sure and join us for our regular live show every week. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And if you miss it, you can catch 30-minute podcasts from your favorite podcast store.
Well,
it's free. Thanks for joining us today.
If you miss it, we need in writing why you missed it.
Need a doctor's excuse.
Yeah.
A note from home.
Yeah.
That's it. The home.
From the home.
From the home. All right, we're going to do driving destinations now, Mr. Mars. You got that queued up and ready to go?
I got it, Michael.
Oh, Jeff's got it queued. Yeah, all you need to do is say the words, Mike.
I'm ready for it. And I was really looking forward to this one because Mother's Day is coming up, so you got to do a little planning ahead for some of these things if you want to make a nice little getaway. And so these 5 places are going to be, they're less than a half a day's drive from Houston, Austin, San Antonio, even Dallas-Fort Worth. So we're talking about a hill country getaway here, but we're not talking about a regular getaway. We're talking about glamping, Texas style. And what you want to do then is we're talking about open skies, a glass of wine, and maybe a hot tub, and no kids around for the majority of these. So the first one we want to start with is Safari for the Soul. Now, this place is outside of Austin in Marble Falls, built specifically for couples. There's no kids, no crowds. Got some luxury tents that are tucked along the river that's not very far from Lake LBJ.
Would you please, wait a minute. Would you please define a luxury tent?
I'm working on that.
Okay.
So you got the luxury tent. You're going to have possibly private hot tubs, outdoor showers, movie setup. Sometimes some of these will have air conditioning, but this particular one doesn't. It's more of a tent. It's glamping, more of a wine, sit out and look at the stars type of thing. And but that one's at Marble Falls. Now, if you want to, I got one up here I'm saving for you, Don. If your idea of glamping is a little more towards modern, the Walden Retreats Hill Country. Now, this is another 21 and up venue that you can go to. It's about an hour west of Austin. It's based on 96 acres out on the Pedernales River. These are architect-designed 500 square foot tents. Now, they got big glass views of the hill country. They got soaking tubs, big decks all around it. They have air conditioning. They have heaters. They've got running waters, private baths, king-size bed, and even a kitchenette. So it's quiet, but it's out in the middle of the wine country, so you can also get you some wine, sit out, watch the sun go down, and have a big time with Mom for the weekend without the kiddies. Now, the other one you can go
Not
to.
your mom. Not
mine.
your mother. That would be the mother of your children.
Yeah, okay. Mother's Day, yeah, the mother of your children. You probably don't want to take your mom.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Just wanted to make sure that we got that straight.
All right, so the Uniscope Echo Glamping Resorts. Now, these are some elevated glamping pods. They're kind of futuristic. They got a lot of sci-fi type stuff in, a lot of technology. But they got private jacuzzis. They got a dining area. They got a patio that you can sit out there and look down across the hill country. And because it's outside of Austin far enough, you can literally see a lot of the stars. So it's not like a typical hotel that you want to go to for the weekend. Now, if you want something to get a little more laid back on the other end of the spectrum, go to the Juniper Ranch and Retreat at Canyon Lake. Now, again, this is 21 plus place. Now, they've got bell tents and vintage Airstreams, so that if you want a little RV feel to it, you can get that. They got hammocks. They got hot tubs. And it's near Canyon Lake. It's about 30 minutes to New Braunfels from there if you decide you need to go into town. And it's a place where you slow down. You know, you can drink your coffee a little bit longer, but the phones don't work so good, and the internet don't work near as good as the phones work. But if you really want some more room to roam, go to the Base Camp Resort. Now, this is a resort out in Hunt, Texas, near Kerrville, so it's a little bit further out. But it's a little more West Texas, less crowds. But they got the glamping tents in the cabins, and you have access to the Guadalupe River and a private lake. So if you want to go do a little river floating,
rafting,
yeah, you can do that. But again, it's a little bit further west, so you got the cloud. The skies are a lot clearer because you're away from all the ambient light that's around. So it gets out there if you want to do a little nighttime viewing. It's a great place to go and do that. So you can do all of these things, and you can have a lot of the comfort of being kind of out camping, but you've also got the comforts of air conditioning and heating. They're all within a half-day drive.
And if it just so happens that you smell weed wafting through every once in a while, the cops aren't nearby. They'll have to take them 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah, you're in Austin.
Yeah, you got to back up to the one up. I think it's up in Hunt. That's where you're going to kind of get in that secondhand smoke that you got to watch out for. But anyway, so none of these places are very big. So if you want to go to these places or others like them, you need to plan ahead and make your reservations because some of these only have 11, 12,
Call
maybe
Mike
14
Mars
rooms.
and he'll make the reservations.
Absolutely. I'll give you a map. I'll tell you where to go.
Oh, he's going to tell you where to go. Already.
Yeah. Well, he's told me that several times this morning. Well, thank you, Mr. Mars. That was entertaining and fun.
Yep.
All right, time now for the cruise-in and events calendars here on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Jeffrey Zekin happens to have that.
Betcha next Saturday is the Alvin Rotary Club 52nd Annual Frontier Day Car and Bike Show. Whew. It goes from 7 a.m. to 4:30. It's at 145 South Disney Street in Alvin, Texas. Scheduled to take place rain or shine, so you can get online registration through the alvinrotary.org site. There is a $30 show registration, and it'll be fun for everybody. So get out there in Alvin and enjoy that. And then we've got the Veterans Benefit Car Show. That's coming up next weekend. That goes from 8 to 3 p.m. at 3900 University Boulevard in Tyler, Texas. It's the Kappa Sigma Fraternity and Hazelwood Hot Rods. They're hosting this event. Fundraiser supports the Military Heroes Campaign. It's also sponsored by Wagner Cadillac of Tyler. You go, Wagner. So get out there. It begins at 8 o'clock, goes through 3. Classic Car Show and Fundraiser. This is in Clarksville Street in Paris, Texas. You didn't know we had one. It's right next to the Eiffel Tower.
Take the last train to Clarksville.
You bet. It's at 3500 Clarksville Street. Event is open to all car models, all car makes. It's a $20 registration fee. It goes from 9 to 11. Awards will be presented at 2. The registration's from 9 to 11. So the fundraiser will feature cars show, awards, games, live music, the New Glory Revival. There's going to be a bake sale, Mike, and craft sales.
New Glory Revival. Is this a Bible thing?
It could be. It's very possible it could be. So get out there, and if you find out, get on out there. So next
Take
Saturday,
the Bible with you.
There you go. You can thump it. April Cruise and Car Show Swap Meet at Faux Real Trade Days. This is
Faux Real.
Faux Real. That's
Faux
it.
Real.
It's at 180 Independence Street in Liberty, Texas. It goes from 9 to 5.
That's FAUX.
Faux Real.
Real, REAL. Faux Real.
Faux Real Trade Show.
All right.
That's right, bro. Food trucks, coffee, treats, all got good stuff. You got vendors out there. Get on out there and enjoy that. And then next Sunday, the Hometown Hot Rodder Sellers Show that's in Rose City, Texas. That's actually east of Beaumont, isn't it, Mike?
Yes, it's in between Beaumont and Orange.
There you go. So Mike's got one going on out
there is a between Beaumont and Orange?
It's a tweener, yeah.
It's a tweener.
Yeah. So check out the posters, videos, and all that stuff. So get on out there. You got one in Brazoria County next Sunday as well. So they're all over the place. It's springtime. It's summertime. There's a car show or event going on somewhere near you. All you got to do is look for it. You don't need me to do that. Get on out there and enjoy yourself.
Stellantis is teaming with Microsoft in a 5-year collaboration to develop solutions in areas such as artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. Here we go. Stellantis and Microsoft co-developing more than 100 AI initiatives that will span customer care, product development, and operations. These include AI-powered product development and validation, whatever that is, predictive maintenance and testing, and faster deployment of new digital features and services. So you're getting the computer company involved now in Stellantis.
Yep.
Technology could result in drivers receiving intelligent recommendations for more energy-efficient driving in urban environments, along with proactive vehicle health insights and feature updates designed to improve everyday usability, the companies said. Stellantis will deploy and operate an AI-driven global cyber defense center spanning its information technology systems, connected vehicles, manufacturing sites, and digital products. This will allow the automaker to anticipate and detect cyber threats faster with AI-driven analytics and ensure consistent protection of connected services and customer data. And the automaker said cybersecurity will be further embedded into every digital vehicle experience, safeguarding interactions across mobile apps and in-vehicle services. And this is a real thing, by the way.
Yeah.
The car manufacturers are very well aware of cybersecurity because they will now download updates to their software, and they're really worried that somebody's going to hack into that and download a bunch of garbage into your car's computer and mess it all up.
Well, it's happened on a lesser scale than that by theft.
Using Jeep as an example, Stellantis said drivers will benefit from reliable connectivity and protected data access in remote terrain.
And the thing is, they've got it to the point now, some goober brain can come in there and say, I'm going to hack your vehicles and all of them are going to crash unless you pay me $10 billion.
Yeah.
Just the threat.
Well, they're stealing them by the VIN code. There's some kind of app or whatever device they use. And I think it was started on Teslas, wasn't it? They started doing it on Teslas because of all the
they were the first ones that really hammered on
that
downloads.
suffered from it, right.
Very strange.
Yep.
Well, it's not strange if you're into that sort of thing and very connected.
The dark
as it
web.
were. Yeah, the dark web. Okay, well, it's time for us to take a quick break. And we're going to begin hour 2 right after this. But we'd love to hear from you. Just shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We'll be back after these messages.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your save-the-paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your car's finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection and products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See this state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Seitz will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.